try to put it in a nutshell, a few things are important. One, we strongly support Israel in its effort to ensure that what happened on October 7th never happens again. But at the same time, we are determined to do everything we can to bring an end to the terrible human suffering that we're seeing every single day in Gaza among children, women, men, who've been caught in a terrible crossfire of Hamas's making. And so maximizing protection of civilians, maximizing the support that gets to them, this is very much our focus. Now, the quickest way to bring this to an end is to get to a ceasefire and the release of hostages. And as you said, there's been an extraordinary effort that's been made, and I really want to thank profoundly our friends from Qatar and Egypt who've been playing an instrumental role in trying to get this ceasefire and release of hostages. A major effort that's been made over the last couple of months to get to that ceasefire, to get the hostages out. And right now, as you said, Hamas has before it a proposal that is extraordinarily generous on the part of Israel. And in this moment, the only thing standing between the people of Gaza and a ceasefire is Hamas. They have to decide, and they have to decide quickly. So we're looking to that, and I'm hopeful that they will make the right decision, and we can have a fundamental change in the dynamic. But since October 7th, but particularly since the beginning of the year, looking really at two things. The need to be ready for a day-after plan for Gaza, to include what is to be done about security, what's to be done about governance and administration, what is to be done about the humanitarian and reconstruction needs. And a lot of work has been done on that. More work needs to be done so that we can be ready. At the same time, I think it's clear that in the absence of a real political horizon for the Palestinians, it's going to be much harder, if not impossible, to really have a coherent plan for Gaza itself. So we're working on that as well. And all I can tell you in this moment is a lot's gone into this. I think many of these things are achievable, but we still have a lot of work to do. And that's what we're here to do, and that's what I'm here to do in part on this trip. But let me say something else. I think we really can see two paths forward for the region as a whole, as well as for Israelis and Palestinians in particular. There's a path forward where the region is genuinely integrated, where Israel has normal relations with its neighbors, something that it's sought since its creation, where Palestinians have their legitimate aspirations met for a state of their own, and where we end, once and for all, a cycle of violence, a cycle of destruction, a cycle of profound insecurity, and where the preeminent challenge, the preeminent threat to virtually every country in the region